If you go out at night in a big city this weekend, you'll notice something right away. There's girls everywhere. Bars, restaurants, clubs, 85% women now. And I picked up on this a while ago just living in New York, but now it's gotten even more obvious. And girls are confused as to what's going on. Like, where are all the guys at?
You better pay attention to me tonight. I'm so fucking sick of this shit.
Oh my god.
Touch a boob, buy a drink. I mean, it's like very fucking simple.
Now, obviously, I can't speak for everyone, but as a dude who's from a major city, who stopped going out every weekend, I feel like I have some insight to share on why when you go out now you see 85% girls and why the majority of guys are off that. So let's get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is what I call the humiliation ritual that is now part of going out, right? So to run a trendy bar, club, restaurant in a city like New York, for example, you need exclusivity. That's just how it works. Like these huge groups of girls that you see out and about all dressed up, you know where they're going, the exclusive trendy spots that they probably saw on like TikTok, right? And this has always been the case, but now it's just getting to a ridiculous point, right? You can't just go to cool places as a guy with your friends anymore. There's going to be a line or a cover fee, or you need reservations. There's always some sort of humiliation ritual to get into the spots these days. These girls, it's like you can't even blame them for going out so much. It's a whole different experience, right? They go with their friends, they skip the line, everything is free, all the bouncers love you. Like, I've seen my friends get dragged out by the neck by bouncers for like not knowing that you couldn't vape. I mean, vaping is low-key, he deserved it, but like it's just the way you get treated as a dude. It's like you're paying to get treated like shit, right? Like, let's say you're walking around with a group of your guy friends trying to get into cool places. Oh my god, in New York now it's like you might as well be wearing shirts that say like we're big fat morons, because that's what you're gonna get treated like. And a lot of dudes, like myself included, are just done with this. Like, it's what's the return? Like, money has always been the filter for nightlife and having fun at night going out, but now the filter, it's just between the humiliation rituals and the financial burden. A lot of guys like myself, it's just like I'd rather spend this money elsewhere, the vodka soda money and the money I'm paying the bouncer to get in, whatever. Like, this is awful. I'm not getting anything in return for this. I'd rather go on trips. I'd rather save it, go out, have a nice dinner, like with people that I actually enjoy talking to, that I can hear, have a conversation with. It's like anywhere but at some stinky bar or club that treats me like shit. So let's say you and your boys, you go out and you get done with the humiliation ritual. You're like, fuck it, we'll wait in line, we'll pay the cover, whatever. The drinks are $20, but we're trying to have fun, we're trying to meet girls. So you're in the spot, right? The amount of times the past few years where I've been in a place and I'm looking around, I'm like, I'm not having fun. I'm like looking at people, I'm like, they don't look like they're having fun. It's like no one's having fun anymore. Like, it would be different if you get into these places and people are dancing and like it's just like good vibes, good energy, good music, but it's not. Like, I'm no Michael Jackson, but it just feels like going to a club or a nightlife situation bar where no one's dancing. It's like going to a restaurant that doesn't serve food. It's like I've been looking up like videos of nightclubs in the 80s, and it's like, oh my god, I for sure would have gotten down with this. Like, at least back in the day you could bust some moves and like have fun, just like let go a little bit. But now it's like, what are we even fucking doing here? You look around, everyone's just like aura farming, like the music is so loud, everyone's on their phone. It's like, I don't really feel the need to participate in this. I feel like I'm not missing anything by not being here, right? And I feel like even a couple of years back, like pre-2020, people were having actual fun. They would go out and have fun. When I was in college, when I was in high school, it's like it was a whole different experience. Now it's like, ugh. I don't know, it's just bad vibes. The whole point of going out is to have fun, and it really feels like at a lot of these places, people are just going through the motions. Like, as long as it looks like they're having fun on their social medias, like, they don't need to actually have fun. So my next big reason that I feel like going out every weekend, partying, these clubs, these bars is stupid is because I have nothing to celebrate right now, right? Like, I'm no longer in high school, I'm no longer in college. The shit is getting real out here. So there's this big part of me that doesn't feel like I've earned the right to be out partying. And I know a lot of guys feel like this right now. Obviously, I'm not talking about special, life events, birthdays, people getting married, babies born, shit like that, right? But just going out every weekend for the purpose of going out, that feels stupid. That feels like I'm going in the wrong direction, right? Because it's like, what the fuck am I celebrating? I'm not even close to where I'm trying to be at in life right now. And I know I'm not the only one either. A lot of guys, a lot of my friends, they feel the same exact way. If I go out every single weekend and party like I'm, still a kid, I'm going to be broke and a deadbeat by the time I hit 30, right? So a lot of guys are looking at that and it's like, okay, I'll trade the Sunday scaries for some peace of mind and, good days of work. You can't work. I personally can't do anything when I'm hungover, especially if you're working hard every week. Like the weekend's going to be your only time to focus on your own goals, your own projects, side hustles. So a lot of dudes trade the hangover, the Sunday scaries for 8 hours of sleep and working the next day. It's like I don't view the weekend as this break from reality like I used to when I was younger, because now it's like if I keep viewing it like that, I'll be stuck here where I'm at forever. And I'll touch on this more at the end, but there's a difference between that, working, building shit, and just giving up and not even trying because someone on the internet told you that these girls won't want you unless, you have X amount of money. I believe that there's more to it than that, which apparently means that I'm turbo blue pilled. Look at this clip someone sent me.
This guy, Paulie Walnuts, he's not all bad, but he's turbo blue pill. He's like, I was like on a plane.
That's crazy, right? But look, that stereotype is true for some women, right? Historically, women get provided for by the guy, so that's a type of woman that exists, 100%. I'm not saying that that's not true, but what I am saying is like a lot of dudes I see use that as an excuse to not even try. It's like, okay, because of that, I'm not even gonna dip my crib. I'm not gonna shave this neck beard. I'm not gonna start using, face wash. I'm not gonna go to the gym. Just like shit like that. There's a difference between not going out because you're working on yourself, you're working on your own things, your goals, accomplishments, and not going out because you gave up and you just don't want to leave your house. All I'm saying, I'll probably get shit on for even saying this, but I don't really give a fuck. Alright, so a couple weeks ago, I was at a restaurant and there was about 10 girls across the table across from me. And the typical like going out girls, all dressed up, looking good. The dessert comes out, their dessert. It's like some special cookie or some shit, and every phone comes out, flashes on. These girls are salivating, but not for the dessert, for the Instagram story that they're about to get of the dessert. It's like social credit in this Black Mirror ass world that we live in. Going out has become like a content opportunity for a lot of these girls, and I think that's a huge part of why they love doing it. Right? There's millions of TikToks like, you guys have to try this place. You won't believe the food at. Your regular dude doesn't care about any of this. Social media showing off their life to others, what they're eating, that they're at this trendy TikTok restaurant. And that's the direction that nightlife in general has gone in. And I just don't care about any of that. Like, girls eat that shit up. They see the place on the phone, right? Then they got to go with their friends to eat there and take the picture that everyone takes with the little neon sign. It's like tequila girls or, some stupid shit like that. Guys don't care about that. You give me a burger and fries and I'm good. I'm straight for dinner, right? So a big part of why guys aren't being seen out and about at night is because it's performative. Nightlife became performative and guys do not care about that, right? So it doesn't even clock. We don't even need to engage with it. Now, maybe the biggest reason for why I stopped going out all the time is because drinking makes me feel like shit. I can no longer deny this. This is just a fact. During the week, I found what feels like my routine, right? I'm a simple dude with a simple routine. It keeps shit in balance for me, right? But then when I go out drinking, I end up fucking up that routine so bad every single time. It kind of feels like there's this energy that's building, right, throughout the week. And when I decide to go out, I end up just pissing out all that energy on the weekend. And I have to reset from scratch on Monday, and then I get stuck in this cycle doing the same thing, rinse and repeat, right? So it's like all week you look forward to the weekend. You go out to the weekend. You want to blow your brains out after you wake up on Sunday. And it's like, okay, now I got to go back to work. And we got to do this again. And you just end up stuck, right? Where when I skip going out, it's like I feel like I'm building here. You know what I mean? It's like I got a head start on the next week. And on top of that, it's like most of the time, it just does not feel worth it. Like, if I were to say how many times I've gone out in my life, I don't even know. I'm going to approximate 400, more or less. I hope it's less, but let's just say it's 400. Maybe 20 of those times I woke up the next day like, wow, that was fun. I had fun. That's a 95% failure rate of waking up like, holy shit, I'm an idiot, so dumb, what the fuck was I doing last night? It's just like spiraling out of control, never worth it 95% of the time. And recently I got one of those bands that can track your vitals, like my sleep, my workouts, shit like that. A couple of days ago, I'm at the Yankee game, pounded a few beers, went home, went to sleep. I wake up, the fucking thing thought I was dying. It was like 4 out of 5 of your vitals are off. Like, are you sick? And I was like speechless. I was like, wow, this is the impact that drinking has had on me like all these years. Now I'm just seeing like the actual stats. And I'm not talking about like a nice glass of Chianti with dinner every once in a while. I'm talking about like going out drinking, the kind that I used to do when I would go out, to bars, clubs, college. Especially now, like I said earlier, most people aren't even dancing. You go to these places, so it feels like the only thing to do is drink almost, right? It's expensive, it's terrible for you, and for someone like me at least, it's connected to going out. You might say, why can't you just go out and not drink? That's a good fucking question. I don't know. I just don't enjoy being around drunk people when I'm sober. It's annoying. But girls, on the other hand, or at least some of the ones that I know, handle drinking differently. It's like this perfect social event for them every time. They'll stay out till 2 a.m, pounding tequila, then be at a Pilates class at like 7 a.m. the next day. Where me, it's like I have 4 beers at the Yankee game. I'm checking my pulse when I wake up, fucking questioning my existence and shit. I don't know. It's like it's become this huge deterrent for me because it just really does impact me in a terrible way. And I know a lot of my friends feel exactly the same. Like, nothing is worse than you wake up like, oh my God, what did I do last night? Just like you got the shakes or you're hungover, whatever. It's like getting no REM sleep, it just ruins not just one day. Like, I feel like when I was in college, it'd be one day. Now it's like it ruins weeks at a time. It's nightmare fuel, I swear. I think one of the few benefits from COVID was that people slowed down and they started to focus on their health a lot more. I mean, I know I did. It's just like life is short, and getting trashed every weekend just makes it feel way shorter, for me at least, right? So I got to be careful with this next reason because I think it could be interpreted wrong. But my intentions have changed the past couple of years. And I think a lot of dudes are on the same page too. I just don't necessarily want that girl that hits the bar every night. A few years ago, I'd be itching to meet that girl at the bar, but now it's like the incentive to go meet that kind of girl is not as strong. Like, I feel like we always get this bad rap of wanting the one night stand, and that's obviously true, but I feel like that's also changed for a lot of heads, myself at least. Like, the past couple of years, like, I'm trying to meet my wife now. You know what I mean? It's like, I know she's not in this stinky ass bar that I keep going to, so why am I even trying? I don't know. I just think the hookup culture is not as appealing to me as it was when I was younger, is what I'm saying here. And I think a lot of guys are on the same page. It's unfulfilling. And I'm not saying that, if she goes to a bar once in a while, she's automatically disqualified. But the whole thing is just less attractive to me. I don't know. Sue me for it. I really don't care. I feel like this is another reason why we need third places where you could go meet girls, meet people without drinking. But I got to be clear. It's not that I don't want to go out, right? I think it's part of life, a big part of life, to go have new experiences and experience new things on the weekend and meet new people, all that shit. So I am hoping that like we can find a way to make nightlife fun again, like bring back dancing and actually having fun instead of it just being content and performative for social media. And I have seen like this emergence of coffee dance clubs, which seems a little OD. Like, everyone's just dancing wired on coffee with like hot ass breath. I don't know if that's the answer, but I see the vision, right? I see like people in my generation are kind of getting over the whole like going out drinking and aura farming at the bar or club thing. So I think at least that's the right direction. You know what I mean? But yeah, just because I don't like going out to these places, like, I'm still trying to date, I'm still trying to meet new people, have new experiences, just not at these shitty clubs where I gotta spend an arm and a leg to get treated like shit. I don't think that's that crazy, and I think that's how a lot of dudes feel. You don't want to miss out on life completely. It's like you are only gonna be this young once, right? So giving up, rotting all day, dopamine maxing, just crib maxing, that's not the answer. I mean, there's been times I've been down bad and I've tried that, and I promise you that shit sucks, right? I'd say that's just as bad, if not worse, than going out every weekend, because there's no growth in either of those, right? There's obviously a ton of arguments to be made for not going out. You save money, it's healthier, it's not even that fun anymore. But isolating at the crib, like, that's definitely not the right answer. it's important to try new shit and get out of your comfort zone. Go to dinner once in a while, you know, walk through a new area, save up money and go on a trip somewhere. Just experience new shit, right? Nightlife sucks. I know that for a fact, but that doesn't mean life sucks. It doesn't mean life has to be terrible, right? So yeah, just moral of the story, there's a reason guys aren't going out anymore. It's because it sucks, but that doesn't mean that we should be too comfortable and just not do anything, right? So let me know what you guys think. This one was a little more off the cuff, but I feel like it's an interesting topic. So let me know what you guys think below, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.
So how'd I find myself in this place today? Quiet thoughts in my